collegiate gymnastics, you have come to the right place. We have 6 of the top 12 teams in the country, and here they are. Number 1, UCLA. Number 2, Georgia. Number 4, Alabama. The number 7, Florida Gators. The number 11, LSU Fighting Tigers. And the Penn State Nittany Lions. Very happy to have working with me Kathy Johnson-Clark. UCLA has won 3 out of the last 5 national championships. This time around, is everybody chasing the Bruins once again?
UCLA definitely set a very impressive standard last year, showcasing both style and substance. This is an immensely talented group of athletes that loves to do high level of difficulty, which can be risky this early in the season, particularly when you have Georgia, a very competitive team right on your heels. They love to win. They've already competed once this season, put up huge numbers, and made very few mistakes, so it's going to be a great competition.
Some of the great performers in the country will be on display. Let's start with UCLA's Onnie Willis.
Onnie Willis is the defending NCAA all-around co-champion, one of UCLA's strongest and most consistent performers. Andree Pickens of Alabama unfortunately ruptured her Achilles tendon right before nationals last year, but she's coming back slow and easy and will do 3 events to lead her team. Corey Fritzinger of Georgia, the SEC Freshman of the Year, loaded with talent, loves to compete and loves to win. A lot of fun to watch this gymnast. Nikki Arnstead of LSU was the sole competitor for her team at the NCAAs, but finished 14th in the all-around and tied for 6th on the floor exercise. And Hillary Thompson competed in every all-around last year for Florida, and first meet this season, won big, winning the all-around and 2 events. And Katie Rowland of Penn State had a breakout season last year, breaking or tying 3 school records. So she's excited to try and get her team back at the NCAA Nationals.
Let's set the team lineup for the first rotation. LSU will be on bars, Alabama on beam, Penn State on the floor, UCLA on vault. Florida and Georgia have a bye. We start with Onnie Willis of UCLA on vault. She's a 5'2" junior from Tacoma, Washington.
She's performing a Yurchenko with a full twist. Now, last year, the committee got together and upgraded the value of this vault to a 10.0, which for many gymnasts, they're going to love it. It's an easier vault than a 1.5 twist or a double twist that some of the other athletes are able to do. But why bother? When you can do an easier vault, it's worth a 10. She does it beautifully. The only deduction here will be this step on the landing. UCLA is off to a great start on vault.
And now, here is Kristin Parker, a junior from Hanford, California. This is her best event.
A dynamite vaulter. Front pike with a half twist. One of the more difficult vaults in the competition. It's also valued at a 10. Look at that score, 9.925.
Let's go over to the bars. LSU Tigers. And this is Sharene Mamby, a 5'2" senior from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Her 5th year. Tore her Achilles tendon as a junior, so she's working her way back into form.
She is really pretty on this event. Watch her line. Straight body, good form. Keep in mind the judges are looking for a high level of difficulty, combinations of difficult skills, pirouetting moves in the handstand, right into big release moves.
She's had a 10 before on this event.
Very nice difficulty. A hop full over the bar, right into a release move.
She's been a little bit inconsistent. If she stays on, she can put up some dramatic numbers.
Interesting dismount. We're seeing so many flyaways. It's interesting to see a unique dismount.
Mentioned that she had a 10. She also got an 8.5 without a fall when she left out part of her routine one time. So she can be very, very good. Alabama on the balance beam, and here is Andree Pickens, the 1999 NCAA balance beam champion. So she is good.
One ruptured Achilles tendon to another. That's a common injury these days. Tough one to come back from. Oh.
Whoa, wobbles and bobbles.
One of the hardest aspects of coming back from an injury is not just getting back physically, but mentally, able to compete, get your confidence back. Because oftentimes when you're coming back, another big. oftentimes when you're coming back, you can't do the same repetition in workout. You can't do the same numbers. It wouldn't be smart. You would injure again. So you have to work on balancing repetition to get your confidence and to get the consistency there, and yet take care of your body.
Sat out the NCAAs last year with that aforementioned Achilles tendon injury. She's the two-time SEC Gymnast of the Year, so she's got great talent, but as you mentioned, tough to come back.
This is the first step in doing so, jumping back into a big competition early in the season. This is where you can afford little bitty misses. You go back in the gym, work on them, and it just takes competition. You've got to get it under your belt.
Alabama with 13 returning letter winners for head coach Sarah Patterson. That wasn't the best routine we've seen from Pickens, but she got through it, and she gets some hugs.
Exactly. There's something to be said about at least staying on the beam. She fought right here, couldn't even finish the leap and show the full split. She knew she was off, but managed to regain her balance.
All right. Rotation number 1 is underway. The Super 6 Challenge will come up. Chris Marlowe and Kathy Johnson-Clark back at the Super 6 Challenge here at the O'Connell Center in Gainesville, Florida. Judy Markell is the head coach for the University of Florida, and a little bit earlier she talked about the excitement of having the Super 6 here.
First of all, it's a great honor to have it here. We're real excited about it. I'm thrilled that our Gator fans are going to get a chance to see this high level of gymnastics, because I think other than the NCAA championships, this is the best meet in the country anytime this season, you know, so we're really happy to have it here. There's always a home court advantage going into the competition, and we'll see if it turns out to actually be one coming out of the competition. I know our athletes are real glad to be home. We had a good meet last week at home, so for us, you know, this feels like a continuation, and we're excited about it.
Yeah, Florida off to a good start, and always one of the powers in the South in women's collegiate gymnastics.
The Southeastern Conference is such a strong, powerful conference for gymnastics, and they have built each other's programs, really. They've pushed each other and pushed each other, and now you bring UCLA into the mix in this competition, and it just raises the level of collegiate gymnastics.
The Gators just missing a year ago, making it to the NCAA Super 6. And now our first look at the Penn State Nittany Lions. Here is Katie Rowland. She's from Georgetown, Ontario, a top kid for Penn State. Penn State record holder in the all-around, and she'll be on the floor.
She's also the 2001 Big Ten Gymnast of the Year. Had a huge season last year.
Penn State, the only unranked team here at the Super 6, but Nittany Lions certainly with a terrific program in the Big Ten.
Their big goal is to get back to the NCAAs. They're really working hard. For 18th at the Nationals on the floor.
Coaches, please signal when you're ready.
Individual qualifiers. Very pretty style of gymnastics.
Well, the Penn State Nittany Lions, Rowland gets a 9-9 for her floor routine. And now back to the vault. And a 2000 Olympian, one of the great ones in the country, Jamie Dantzscher of San Dimas, California, co-captain, a 4.0 great student. She is good.
Well, you can do that vault any better than that. I mean, she's still capable of doing a 1.5 twist, even a double twist. So to just come back to a full twist, you can really work on the perfection, toes pointed and body straight, and of course the all-important landing.
Valerie Kondo's field. Her coach says she's in better shape now than she was at the Olympics. That concludes rotation number 1. Rotation 2 coming up. More of the Super 6 Challenge after this.